1 2 1 2. Guys on YouTube, do you have a sound now? Yes? Okay. All right. That was a that's an interesting live. Okay, so at least now we found the settings and what works for everyone. So apologies for that, guys. So I was saying that on a divergence, we want the price to make a new low, and we don't want to sell the breakout of this low like we do on the DAX every morning. We want to see a pullback and then to sell it. Okay, and after this we see price consolidate, but again, that's not for a retail trader activity, and that's the truth. Once you accept that we as retail traders, we have unlimited ways to attack the market, but we have limitations on the decisions we take to execute the trades, you're gonna trust me, you're gonna experience trading on the way you really want to experience. And based on the risk warning and disclaimers, I'm not allowed to talk about profits and all this stuff, and I'm not saying and I'm not advising anything to anyone. I'm just telling you, as a trader, once you understand the power of being a retail trader, but also the discipline you have to apply as a retail trader, you're gonna experience the trading activity you desire to experience. Okay, we just need to establish some rules, some boundaries to work with them, and we have so many different pairs that we can use them in our advantage and take trades when the setup appears. Now, why a retail trader is not really doesn't want to get involved in this market, simply because after this divergence we spot here, the price pullback, it gives an entry, and then we could take some profits out at the recent swing low. But after, we had to see the price if it's going to continue to push lower, and it didn't. But this breakout here on this massive volume right before the London Open, it maybe depends on the 4-hour close, reveal some good new trading activity like we had here, guys. You see this impulse move, correction right at this inside resistance, and then it sold off. Then the market again put 50% correction, bearish engulfing, boom, it continued to the downside. And then again a long candle here that it didn't correct, but it continued, and it retraced where? Right at this inside resistance. Again, nice shooting star, boom. Now this bearish engulfing here, was the beginning of this move, but this bearish engulfing will be a signal to avoid, because the price make a false break here and it ranged for a while, so it won't, maybe that wasn't a good signal for us. You understand, guys? So there are some currency pairs in a month, they're gonna give us lucrative trades to trade. Some they're gonna give us 3-4 entries with a strong solid price action, and if we have a winning trade, it's like we make if we take 2 double reward to risk or triple, we are about 8 to 12%. So we don't need that reward to risk 1 to 10 and all this stuff. We just need to be consistent. Depends on our trading style. the strategies that more suitable for us, and so on. I think it was worth it to tell you these things today, instead of, and maybe we're going to skip some currency pairs, but again, I am a big believer that you just need one sentence to hear something that you are ready to digest it, and that moment it's gonna change everything in your trading. Okay, so that's a resistance at this point here, as well as this area here. So on the weekly chart, that's the USD CHF. The market is trying to approach right at the top. On the daily chart, you see the move here, it's healthy. It doesn't show any divergence. On the 4-hour chart though, if we zoom out a little bit, we can spot that market makes a higher high, an indicator makes a lower high. So I'm ready here at any point in these areas to get involved to the downside. Here it's 15 pips and it's very small distance between the two resistance. So still not doing anything. I'm waiting for some rejection right in this area, and then I will find some price action to trade. And trust me, if this break to the downside, because it's been weeks and weeks that this market it just moved in one direction, I will be really looking forward to keep some good trades and intraday activities. I mean, 1 hour price action, lower highs, lower lows, retest short, and keep doing that for some time. Anyhow, we will be on the webinars and we will keep talking about this. Finally, the USD JPY is trying to approach these resistance zones or areas. For me, I'm a big believer of the highest and lowest prices the market moved, because this moved here caused by someone who really decides that, hey, that's the last point. And guess what? If that person or big corporation or bank or hedge fund decided that this is the price I'm selling, guess what? When it's buying here, where it's going to be the most likely price area that it's going to take profits? Well, spot on, exactly. So why to start selling from this point here that I told you many, it's been weeks now, I told you that I saw many traders, they are starting to short from here. Everyone gets caught in losing trades. It's one thing to try to buy and short the gap here, but then you have to start looking at the price action. I mean, at a strong area of resistance, if the price action is not selling off like this one here, like this one here, at least, like, yeah, nothing else, basically like this one here, then it has to raise some concern of what might be going on. Next one, USD Canadian dollar. That's the weekly chart. Remember, we spotted this area. It's been a few weeks, and last week and this week the price is moving to the downside. At this point here, I didn't have the price action to get involved in the market, but after this structure of higher highs and higher lows break, so after this point here, there were good trades to get in, and from experience and screening experience and trading experience, the USD Canadian dollar, the 4-hour candle that it's going to start at 4 o'clock broker time, so 2 p.m. GMT, it's going to give the move, because that's where both markets are active in the New York session. Next one, Australian dollar against the US dollar weekly chart. Let's put our support, resistance. I can see this congestion here, and then we have this one here. So these are the most valid ones, resistance, and then we take this lower price here as a support. So what I want to see, I really want to see price to react from this resistance or to bounce from this support. The market, it's in a ranging mode now. I wouldn't be rushed to buy it. So on the 4-hour chart, let's zoom out a little bit. You see the market, it's messy here. The only areas I would like to get involved is if the market, it's gonna put a bearish engulfing here or a strong shooting star or a hammer or bullish engulfing there. If it breaks and comes all the way here, and we're gonna sell, remember this, if we're gonna sell this area, there is a high chance that we have to monitor the price, because there is a high chance for the price to move a little bit, get rejected and continue to the upside, because a strong weekly support and some strong divergences on the daily chart can create the reversal on the market. Okay, and that's the reality. What's next? The Euro JPY weekly chart, very messy, and I really don't like it. I mean, Euro and JPY, it had all these moves. They were good moves to trade in this market, honestly, at this point here, but now the market, it's in a transition period. We don't know if it's going to end up with a breakout to the upside or to the downside, but honestly, that's a resistance I can spot, and that's a support. For me, that's the strong support here. If the price breaks below this area here, I would like to get involved to target this 151.39. Okay, but to buy this support here, I wouldn't do that. So I will try to sell here or to buy there. Okay, so this is my plan for the Euro JPY. And for those who are new in these webinars, when I say to sell here or buy there, I'm referring to simply use lower time frame 4-hour chart price action to find rejection at this area, combined with bullish divergence. That's my strategy. I want to sell. So basically what I'm looking, if I want to buy, let's say when price comes here, I will be looking for a strong price action first, because I establish where I want to buy. I'm not gonna decide, I won't decide when the price comes here to go and check the resistance and the support. I plot the support and resistance right now, so I know price comes down up here, for example, and if there are divergence, that will be great. But if they are not, and there is a strong price action and also price reject the top band, I will be looking to sell with no hesitation. Okay, so a couple of minutes for the London Open. Let's check the DAX for today. Well, DAX, if you see the weekly chart, it's messy, all right, and that's true. It's ranging. There is no high or low probability based on the weekly chart, but this is our highs and lows. Now on the 4-hour chart, sorry, on the daily chart, yesterday price made lower highs and lower lows, but also it put this high here which is the yesterday's high, and this low, which is the yesterday's low. On the 4-hour chart, they are still valid, and price made a bullish engulfing. Let's see on the hourly chart. It rejected the top band yesterday. This divergence. So on the 5-minute chart, now I will be looking to place a buy stop order above the previous high, or a sell stop order below this low here. Okay, let's see which one is gonna get activated. So basically I take the hourly range and I try to play the breakout like at the random open. Now there is room for more aggressive traders. They want to sell right at this point here. There is fairly good room for the price to move and fill these 23 points, and you will see that maybe it's going to happen right now, because this what we call inefficiency. It's a long candle here, and the market it's going to try to come at least somewhere in the middle. Okay, and it's gonna, I believe it's gonna happen. I mean, that's how the markets they move, that's how price behave, and it's just how many times happens over how many times it doesn't. That's the thing. So far, I haven't got triggered in any trade. Let's see what the market will do. Okay, all good. So question, any questions? USD Canadian dollar had a strong ascending triangle set up overnight before a further 15 pip upsurge, had pullback now, yet halting at some. Yep, that's very good analysis, Darshan. This is what can happen for the aggressive seller close to the candle. Yeah, absolutely. USD JPY has been stuck for days. Yes, I got caught out on Friday, still blocked there. Yeah, we commented about the USD JPY because due to the very messy price action. Theo, could it be that they are waiting for the Fed decision to move in DAX? To be honest, that's a great question, Williams. But what do we mean when we say to move a currency pair or an indices? It's like the markets, they gonna move anyway at every at high liquidity sessions, like the London and the New York Open. They're gonna create some moves. Now, if they gonna just move within a small range or a small a narrow boundary, that's the one side of the coin. But for the DAX especially, because it's the Frankfurt, the Germany stock market, then 1 hour before the London, it's the London Open and the New York Open. We're gonna see the moves on the DAX. That's why I prefer the DAX over anything else. I see people are trading the Nasdaq or the Dow Jones, S&P at the London Open. It's at the London Open, it's more, for me, I believe it's more the DAX and the FTSE, because these are their major stock exchanges. More liquidity, more volatility, and we need both. We need liquidity and we need volatility in this one. Now, for more aggressive traders, back to the chart, it's 10:05. For more aggressive traders, a buy position, it's also could be a good here, with a stop loss at 25 points and a target of about 50 points to surpass the daily high. It can take some time to play out, of course. With this one here, if we're gonna get triggered in that one, I will go for a stop loss below this candle low, this swing. Okay, so we will see if the breakout to the upside will happen. Let's check the 1 minute chart. Nothing of really interesting happening here. What about the gold? I'm still looking for some bullishness on the gold, to be honest. Right here. These are the boundaries, daily and weekly chart. And if the market is gonna come here or there, I will be looking to execute on the 4-hour time frame. Pound JPY, the weakness of the pound is obvious across all the pairs. Again, guys, look at this. Price if we take this point of reference or this point of reference are okay, so let's say we are here. Check the indicator, check the RSI. Every time the price moves lower, the RSI stays higher than the previous swing. Again, move lower, the RSI moves higher. What does this mean for the trader? This is a live market divergence, okay? And please get it. Now, what does it mean? It's telling to the retail trader that, hey, this move from here to there is weaker than the move from here to there and the move from here to there. So if the price get weaker and every time it moves lower, and we spot it with the bearish divergence, it simply suggested, the indicator, that we we better not sell the breakout here, because if this move from here to there is weak, what's the chances of this move to continue breaking to the downside and reaching the let's say 200% fib extension or 161.8 fib? So what are the chances for the price to double its distance? Do you guys understand? That's how we read divergences. That's exactly what divergences mean for the trader, at least for the retail trader. Now, saying that, always price will break outside of the range to create a directional move. Regardless, this will happen during a major announcement or at the London Open or any known and unknown or explained and unexplained reasons. Regardless, we are retail traders, we speculate on the price move, and we have some rules how do we take trades. All right, so even if this is going to end up as a strong breakout, and you can measure, let's say, if I was entering here at the breakout with a stop loss, let's say 100 pips, I will have made 200 pips. But can you do this consistently? Does this idea of this kind of breakout on the higher time frame works over the time that will allow you to create the outcome, to experience the outcome you would like to see? If the question is yes, then you establish this as a trading setup for you. But if the question is no, better try to establish another trading setup. If the question is I don't know, try on a different demo account and try to trade this kind of stuff until you find some statistical results for this one. Okay, let's go back and check the DAX. Okay, I got triggered here, so I cancel this order there. I will keep an eye on the market now. No, actually, did I got triggered because it didn't change line? So yep, I got triggered in this order. Perfect. So I will be looking for continuation to the upside, and yeah, I have to end this webinar for now. Thank you so much for your participation, and also for these technical issues we had today, but at least we find a way how to solve it and how to move on with this with the next webinars without any technical issues, hopefully. So guys, I would like to wish to everyone to have a fantastic day ahead. Remember, FOMC minutes meetings, interest rates tonight in the US. Try to be cautious with intraday trading and tighter stop losses. And yeah, we will be here tomorrow to comment again on the market outlook. Thank you everyone, and have a great day.